And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's New Orleans going up against Ecuador. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And pitching here today, Clayton Kershaw.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Chris, I wonder what coaches in the league say when they first get the schedule for the season.
Well, I imagine it's a combination of excitement, hope, and a splash of how in the world are we going to get from Cairo to Seoul to Lima in a few days?
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And a foul ball. If I were in charge, I think I'd give the schedule to our travel secretary before giving it to the coaching staff. We're not getting to any of these games without that crew.
If you're a traveling secretary for a team in the GBL, you definitely deserve a raise.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. I can imagine players are waking up in their hotel rooms wondering, what city am I in today?
Oh, that's common in Major League Baseball, too. Hotel rooms start blending together pretty quickly. You don't have to deal with 20-plus hour flights in Major League Baseball, though.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Dunn whips it in quickly. Go ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second. Here's Adley Rutschman singing. The Orioles gave him the largest signing bonus ever. More than $8 million, and you can see why. This guy just swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Ramirez headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Bazzana will hit next. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Jake Arrieta. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
That's ripped into the outfield. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wastes no time there. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the three-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out looking. Back here at PNC Park, second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Connor Griffin. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
That's back there. Long gone. That's into the rotunda area. Jack Caglione now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Kershaw deals. Breaking ball misses down and away. And a swing and a miss. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Matt Shaw digs in now. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. 1 out, bases empty. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now Walker Jenkins. Swings and misses. 0-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. He was a strikeout victim his first time, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the second. Now Scott Rowland. Arrieta back to work. Now one miss.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one handled. Caglione takes it himself and quickly one away in the second. And now the first baseman, Richie Sexson. That's to third. in plenty of time to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Juan Soto now. To third. And foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Bye-bye. A solo shot. It's 2-1. So they turn things over to the righty, Evan Phillips. He's into the game with the bases empty. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And a base hit into right.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Here's Joe Adell. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. And that drops in for a strike. In the air, center field. Adell moves under it. Makes the catch for the out. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit, doubled in his first AB. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they boost their lead. It's 3-1. One down. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Adley Rutschman doubled his first time. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Jose Soriano gets the ball now.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
One down, base is empty. And another ball. And that is out of play. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That's way outside, and that is ball one. Check swing, called strike. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Joe Kelly.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Jeter stands in now and watches strike one. Late with the swing there.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Got him. One away. Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Grich. 0 for 1 so far. And he blows that one by him at 100.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining. So digging in, Adam Dunn doubled his first time up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react.
And that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now it's going to be Scott Rowland. First pitch not close. Swung on, belted. This one's got a chance. And that gets down in the corner. The run comes in to score from second, and they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Fastball pretty much middle.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here's the first baseman, Richie Sexson. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and they walk it off and win it 4-3.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and this win is well deserved.
Four 3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Tarik Skubal.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Francisco Lindor, the next to hit, takes high for ball one. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Swings and misses, struck him out. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Adley Rutschman. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fans another. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Derek Jeter. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
Next offering is downstairs. That's a base hit.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That one is absolutely belted. Griffin on a dead sprint, racing back, makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Adam Dunn will hit next. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. The throw in around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. That's the 3rd out, inning over. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And now the right fielder, Connor Griffin. Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Kicks and deals. Strike two.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Good eye in that spot. One out, base is empty. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Matt Shaw, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Cut on and miss, struck him out. We head to the bottom of the second, and here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And he grounds one back up the middle. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. Hammered on the line, base hit.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Rowland leads off first with one away. And that one fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Jenkins should have this one. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. So they turn to their closer, Joe Kelly.
Now, Joe.
Here's Juan Soto.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
First offering misses badly for ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by. Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Lifted in the air down the left side. And that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Walker Jenkins. Strike one.
That was straight queso right there.
On the ground, Grich. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number 1. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
On the ground, right side to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Struck out swinging his first time. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And downstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hard hit to third. Handles, throws to first. Lindor. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A towering shot to center. It's 1-1. Here's Joe Adell. Ball 1, no strikes. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. So up next, Derek Jeter.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Had a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Now it's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. He's 0 for 1. Down the line, Griffin on the run towards the line. Hauls it in after a long. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. And the batter now, Manny Ramirez. The pitch timer expired. before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. And that's too high.
Now pitching. Kevin Williams.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That one came in at 99. Rutschman, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Swings through that.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. Got him swinging for the strike. On the mound now, Tanner Scott.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He reached on a walk his first time. Line drive, base hit, heading for the plate. Here comes the throw, and he dives in with a winning run, and they walk it off for the win.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Heat taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Dean Kramer.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Now batting Jarren Duran, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Grich gets his lead at first with nobody out.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there. First base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Outside low. Now 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Struck him out looking. Went back to the splitter, and it was effective. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Lifted in the air, right field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Tries to get back and save. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. That one ripped. Adios, pelota. He circles the bases. It's 2-0. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Yennier Cano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. That's outside, and it's 1-2. And the righty deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he chases that one. Third out. Back now at Oriole Park. And our pitcher in this game, Jose Soriano. What do we have on him?
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. That's in there. That's strike one. Soriano in his third season, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Two gone. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll touch them all. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Tyler O'Neill. And a foul ball.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
There's a swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Up the middle, Grich. Sends it to first. That's the inning. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Felix Bautista.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Yandy Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
The 0-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. One down. Scott Rowland getting ready to hit. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And first offering is fouled off.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Goes down looking. And now it's Juan Soto. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 outs, base is empty. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. That one way outside, and the count 1-2. This one in the air. O'Hearn. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the inning, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Soriano back to work. And that one off the outside edge. And that misses. And now 3-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and Somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
That one in there across the letters. Left field. And that is a big first out. The throw to second.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1 there. O'Hearn at second. Mateo at first. 1 gone. Battling here as he fouls it away. He goes down looking. Here's Adley Rutschman. In the dirt, squirts away from Perez. And the runners will move up.
Heads up base running right there.
2 outs. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Two on, 2 outs. In the air on the infield, rolling. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. We're back to start the 3rd, and there's a new arm on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez. Well, 1-run game. Here's Joe Adele. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
All over that one right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. First and second here, no outs. That one missed.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
3-6-1 double plays can be so tough to turn. You're talking about the ground that the pitcher has to cover to get there. And in this case, you have a left-handed hitter that's out of the box even quicker than a righty. So everything has to be perfect and on time and on the money. Nice job right there.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Very high with that one. Ball one. And there's a ball. 2 outs with a runner at third. Pitch gets away. Runner stays put at third. Two outs. In the air, right field, O'Neill makes the catch, and that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here is Jackson Holliday. Right side, hard hit. Over to Diaz. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That's in there.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Adele. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. And a swing and a miss there. And a swing and a miss. The Orioles down to their final strike. The shortstop takes the ball. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Outside low. 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least.
And here is Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and they tie it. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Baker. Jeter stands in here, takes ball one low. Swing and a ball popped up. Holliday calls it in, and there's one away. Adam Dunn, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 1 out. The go-ahead run is in second here in extra innings. In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Next offering misses down and away. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Yandy Diaz now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 2 down. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland, walked his first time. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. In the air, right side. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th, Jorge Mateo now.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher. Sure, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swings and misses, and a count 2-1. Bunting for a hit, he pops it up, hauls it in for the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And fouled off. Winning run at second with one away. And here in extra innings. Just missed. That's towards center. Adele moves under it. And there's 2 down. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one hit to right. Soto going after it. Makes the grab, and that is Heston Kjerstad. Juan Soto now grounded out his first time. Almost got him. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Joe Adele. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the second baseman, Bobby Grich. He's 2 for 2. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runner at second, 2 down. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's 4-2. So 2 down. Jarren Duran digs in now. And a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. That one ripped. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to third. And that'll do it. And we're back. And now it's going to be Adley Rutschman. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Fought off foul. Tying run at the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Strike 1. And that skips into dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles down to their final out. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Fouled off down the right side. On the ground, right side. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Big spot, and up steps Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered in this game. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely.
What is her rating?
What my rating on ranked? I had like 6 and 6. I think I haven't really played online that much. Now I am because I got a better team.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Ecuador going up against the Sandlot. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Matt Cain.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Fastball in for a strike.